Welcome to episode 8 of the official Glory Kickboxing podcast. We are live in color, video moving pictures, and we thought we had to do it this week because this is our most attractive guest we've ever had, the handsome Murthel Groenhart. Everybody in the room, give it up. Give it up. We are in Chicago, Illinois, getting ready for your big fight against Tong Chai on Friday night. How you feeling? Give us your thoughts on the big fight.
I'm feeling good. I've been training hard and I'm ready to put this guy to the test. So.
Once I saw the card come out, I saw you and Tong Chai and I was pumped. Like, it's easily my favorite fight on the card.
Yeah.
One is because of welterweights, obviously, but I think the stylistic difference is going to be good for the fans.
Yeah, really different style. Yeah, that's true. So I'm looking forward to Friday. To see what his style can, what my style can do against him.
Have you fought a lot of Thai guys before?
No, once in my life it was City Chai.
Okay.
That's it. So 70 kilo was that. Well, a long time ago. So now back at 77, feeling stronger, faster. So looking forward.
You know, we interviewed Tong Chai earlier, and we told him, that you love the flying knee, you love the 30 knees, and he said that he's the OG with knees from Thailand. He knows knees better than you'll ever know knees.
They started the knee.
They invented the knee.
Yeah, so we'll see about that because not because he's a Thai fighter, he can do he can do his thing with me with his knees and stuff like that. So I still got my boxing skills and stuff like that. So.
Well, Joe mentioned a good point. The Thai style and the setup is almost a good defensive posture to block knees, is it not?
I don't think so. When it's coming, So.
Well, my point was, was that in Thailand, it's very they're used to so many knees all the time. So it's easier for them to defend it because they've seen it so many times. Where in more of like a Dutch style kickboxing, it's not as frequently thrown.
True, but like I said, when my knee's coming, it's coming because I'm not a Thai fighter. I'm doing all different kind of things. I'm orthodox, so after my punches, the kicks are coming, knees are coming. So you don't see it coming. Because all the Thai fighters fight each other, so they know when they're gonna throw a knee. At which point, because of their stance, how they.
It's a different rhythm, time.
Yes. So he's fighting Glory now. He's fighting my rules. So I know Thai fighter. So it's gonna be a whole different rhythm, different game. So.
Do you like Thai food?
Definitely, I'm gonna eat Thai food this Friday.
Okay. Eat Thai food after you beat the Thai fighter. Yeah. That's pretty good. By the way, we broke out the gold tablecloth for you. This is like an $8 tablecloth, and we blew the budget out.
I like the gold.
Just for you. Maybe you'll be wearing gold soon. I like the fact that we interviewed you for the Inside Glory show recently, and you had it all planned out about Yohan Kongolo is going to beat Cedric Doumbé, right?
Yeah.
Give us the whole ladder of things that are going to happen.
Like I said, so my next fight against Tong Chai, I'm gonna win. So you got the tournament, and we got the fight Yohan Kongolo versus Cedric Doumbé in March.
Yep.
And I think, in my opinion, Yohan Kongolo will win that fight because he already won twice from Cedric Doumbé. So I think he's gonna win that fight too. He's gonna be the next champion. I'm gonna face Yohan Kongolo. I already beat him. And that's why I'm going to beat him one more time, and I'm going to be the next champion for several years.
So just for the people watching, you and Kongolo train at the same gym?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Okay, this is
That's
new.
the better for me.
Do your research, would you, Joe, before we come on
this
this
just happened. This has happened.
God,
Yeah,
do we need to start over, everybody?
Because the first time, you were
apologize.
happy about it, right? You were kind of came in and saying, like, listen, man, I'm the welterweight #1 contender. Then you come to the gym and you have Kongolo there. So seeing each other, watching each other would have been hard, and I know you weren't super happy about that.
No, I wasn't happy in the first place, but the other hand, it motivates me, because in the gym when we're training, I'm letting see who's the boss. It's my house, and and when we fought, I did the same, let them see who's the boss.
So right now you guys are cool still, or?
Oh, we're cool, But I'm cool with everybody. But when I have to fight, it's the only business for me. I have to take my money. I can't fight this guy, and be cool with him in a fight. So you can take my money. No,
Yeah.
you know, so we're cool. A couple of years ago, I've also fought against a teammate, Artur Kishenko, you know. I look a lot of his fights, you know, in the early K1s back in the days. So, you know, you know, like I said, when you're in the ring and we have to do business, we do
Because
business.
that's the same thing right now, because you have Rico and Adekbui training together. And Adekbui just won the Contenders Tournament.
Yeah.
And now he's basically up next to fight Rico.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
So
interesting.
he teaches Rico all his tricks. He spar with Rico. This
Who is it better for, Rico or is it better for Benjamin?
I don't know. I don't know how these guys are, you know, physically, mentally, how the guys are. If they mentally get involved with the friendship and stuff like that, and if you know, if they take it to the ring, you know, I don't know how these guys are, but I know I am. You know, when I'm in the ring, it's just business. If you're my friend or not. So.
Now, you did mention the name Nicky Holzken. Where does he fit into all this? Obviously, he's going to want to fight the winner of the Congolo Cedric Doumbé fight. Why should it be you instead of him?
Because he was champion, he's not champion anymore. He lost his belt, and
You don't want to fight him again, right? You guys promised you weren't going to fight him more.
Let's get things straight, because he told before we even fought in Denver.
Yeah.
He told the interview against you guys. He told everybody from this is the last time me and Murthel fight.
Yes.
He didn't told me nothing. He just told it to the interview, told it to the people.
I
I was
thought
like,
in your
okay.
post-fight, didn't you guys talk about it, that it was done kind of thing, or
No, he told it, and you know, if you don't want to fight me anymore, what can I tell? What can I say? I can say nothing. So he told it, and after the fight, you know, then I told him, okay, you know, you don't want to fight me anymore, so, you know, it's done. By this is done. So, and I was all the time in my mind that, you know, hope that somebody else came and, you know, stole this belt from him, and then I get in and take the belt from the other guy. So
I think if you guys fight again, it should be like, there's no time limit. It's still one of you guys quits or gets knocked out. Then there'll be no decision. Nobody has to
10
worry about it.
rounds, if it's
10
knocked
rounds.
that will be great. That will be awesome.
Yeah, why not? Then
That would be awesome.
there's no judging. You don't have to worry about it. Then we'll know
Yeah.
who's really the best.
But I think, you know, after I fought, you know, I don't think he's going to be, you know, champion anymore, because after Johan Congolo win from Cedric Doumbé, I'm going to be champion, you know, and I don't think he's going to, I think it's going to be a whole different thing, you know, it's going to be reverse.
Yeah.
So.
And you got to think he probably has to enter a Contenders Tournament now. He's
You
got to
know?
win the Contenders Tournament and then get a shot.
Yeah,
So
because you got to prove
a
you got to
few
prove
fights away
yourself
still.
again, yeah.
Even after he's defended it 5-6 times, you
I
think
think
he's
so.
just another fighter, throw him in a tournament. He doesn't have any special treatment
I
from
think-
you.
Well, I know he
So
was
if Rico
very-
loses next, you're gonna be like, sorry, Rico, you got to get in a contenders tournament to
Yeah,
fight
Because it
again.
depends how
That-
it goes.
yeah,
It depends how the fight goes.
Listen, I got in the Rai against Nicky, and you know, I won tournament. I fought against Nicky, and after that I have to prove myself again to get the tournament. I think he lost his belt now, and it's for every fighter lost his belt. In my opinion, they have to prove himself again to get in the tournament.
Because you had 2 tournaments. You've won 2
Yeah,
tournaments now.
yeah,
to
2
get
tournaments I
2
won. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you know,
You hate tournaments, hate them. What do you feel?
no, I love tournaments.
Yeah.
I love them.
Joe hates them.
I don't like
Oh, I love them, man.
I like watching them.
Yeah,
I don't want to get in them.
But do you love watching them? I mean, the second fight is never that as much.
You and
entertainment.
Holskins was one of the greats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
but you're talking about a special fighter. here.
Oh, you get this guy. Oh my
This is
God.
what it is.
Great,
He'll always ask me. He was gonna ask you a question. He always likes to throw it. Should we ask him now? Always. He's like, I'm gonna ask Murthel if you and Murthel fought. This is favorite questions.
I like to ask those questions because people don't want to know
But
this
he
stuff.
wants to know that if you're a fighter, will you ever say you're gonna lose? This is
Never
what
in
he
my
has to say.
life.
He'll ask me.
I don't-
You watch UFC sometimes?
Yeah, yeah,
There's
definitely.
Like Brian Stan, Brandon Schaub. Who else? Alistair Overeem.
No,
He's
no, no.
asking-
First of all, Brendan, he's when bringing that name up. Brendan Schaub saw a picture of me and him and said he looked like a twink. Do you know what that is?
We talked
No,
about
You know what
what's
a
that?
twink?
episodes
I know, but
ago.
he doesn't know. Twink is like a smartly dressed gay boy.
So
I
said, would you beat him up? And that's what.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have a chance against me. Alistair Overeem, Brian Stan, Shub, none of them have a chance.
My man, my man.
If you fought those guys, who's gonna win?
Now you gotta bring off your MMA gloves because the guys are watching now.
Right.
He thinks he can beat Rico Verhoeven, this guy. Trust me.
Oh,
I
there's
wouldn't
no
say I would
problem.
lose.
I
No
can
problem.
beat him too.
Yeah,
There's
me too.
problem.
Yeah, we all
We do
can.
double,
Well, that's
double
the
thing.
mindset.
I don't have that. No one has. I'm not delusional, Joe.
If they asked me, would you fight Rico, and I'm talking like,
If you were healthy.
if I was healthy and they asked me, would I fight Rico? For sure, I would never back down from a fight.
Never. But that's I think, you know,
It
if
doesn't
you're a
make
fighter and you back down from somebody else, you can beat him, you can fight against him, you can beat him. If some guy, I don't think so. You know,
Yeah.
then I think it's the end of the career or
You need
something. You know, they
confidence,
think
But you
gotta
gotta
be
add in
confident.
weight class and.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You gotta be confident because that confidence is gonna grow you, get you better to the different level.
See, now he's not going as much now that you're on my side.
Oh
See?
please, yeah, you guys
You
say
know?
that now until I go, okay, look, here's $5,000. You're gonna go fight Rico. Okay, good luck.
Now that's a different story.
Oh, we know. Where's the confidence? Yes, I can beat him.
Well, it's not
There's a
there's
different
confidence in
story.
being stupid.
Yeah, here we back. Beep, beep, beep. You gotta back it
Money
up.
talks.
Hey, why don't you go do your play-by-play for free tomorrow?
The Schnell transport bus is here. Get the hell out of here.
You gotta go.
Hey, when I went to Mike's gym, I saw you were doing. I thought it was fascinating. You were doing private lessons with average Joes. There was an older guy, kind of looked like me, was doing a private lesson with you.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you get these guys in the gym, what's kind of your one lesson to them? You know, people watching at home are probably doing kickboxing just as a sport. Just trying to stay in shape. What's your one focus when you get a new student?
What my one focus is, just the basic things we learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, basic things, jab, low kick, the basic things, and destroy him.
Destroy them and you like doing that? Out of
No,
shape people?
just the basic things, and a little condition,
Mm-hmm.
That's the things when I got some guy like you.
I've been
Give
working.
lesson,
He's been working.
He's
his
been working on
stuff.
it. I got a good jab, I'd say that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Everything else is
Good.
terrible.
But it's positioning. I'll be like, Todd, let's get in a fight position. Show Murthel your fight position.
Like my
Your
hands?
hands.
You want me to put my dukes up? Okay, here we go. Ready?
So that's the old
No, like this.
Oh,
like
like
this.
this, yeah?
Is this
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, I would if
Yeah,
you was my
fix
first
it.
client,
My
if you was
first-
my first client,
First thing you do.
the first thing I was this inside, turn your knuckle a little bit. This was my first thing.
You learn that way first?
Yes.
But see, I was the guys that I'm in class. They're like, if you hand like this and you like throw a punch at me slow motion, I parry down like this. Parry down like this. Do you not do that?
Well, there's different
You
types
If
of
my hands are like
defense.
this, if my hands are like
You
this,
have
I'm
a
gonna.
parry, you have a shield, you
You
have
could
head
do that.
movement.
But you gotta be like
you could do
this.
that once time. I give you a left jab, okay?
Okay.
Paradox it. Okay. Now do it again.
Oh,
Okay?
okay. Yeah.
Understand? There's a fake jab, and I come over with the left hook.
Right.
But your parry
So this one,
you're parrying down.
This one,
Yes.
I just shell up
Yes.
like this. I just cover my whole face, like a hockey goalie. And I'm trying to take up as much of the goal as possible to block my face.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'd get killed.
But this
We're
one,
working on it.
I remember because when how old I was like 17 or 16 years old, I was in the ring with Melvin Manouf, he was sparring a little bit, and Mike was coaching Melvin, because he has a upcoming fight. He was sparring, and I gave him all the time. I gave him a left jab. My left jab was fast, so I gave him a left jab, and I was moving left jab, boom, boom, and then he get coaching by Mike. And one thing I noticed that I was doing all the time. I was doing this. So Melvin gave me a left jab, and I was doing all the way. I was doing this,
Rolled up.
And then what?
all the time. And then he came often with the left jab, and I was doing up, easy, and I walk and then up, and then suddenly he faked the left jab and come over with the left hook on my chin. Pop.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he got me. Yeah,
Got him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I never do this.
No?
You gotta
And if you
learn.
do it, you gotta learn how to do it. Not all the way down. And I was doing it all the way down. So that was wrong.
It's a
You're-
technical thing.
You
right?
mad that I asked him instead of you, huh? You're like,
No,
why
it's
didn't you ask
good.
me? I coach all the time.
It is. Every time I've been trying to teach
But
you.
everybody have different
You
things,
should see
That's why I put your hands like this. And
It's
then
like a golf.
do you
It's
do
like
the
a
same,
golf
or
swing,
you
right?
do the standing the same like this?
No, not so much this way. I
Not
like my
too-
hands a little bit
like
more
this.
this
Okay.
way.
Yeah, that's
More
when
than this way.
when you fight. But when I fight, I like to stand like this, so I turn my knuckles, And
Oh,
the
Big
turn of
Mike's
your knuckles.
behind you
is-
laughing though. He doesn't like it. He said.
He's snoring because he's bored from the show. He wants to fall asleep.
Where's that question? That's what you said.
Let me ask you this. Anybody over the age of 40 in America, when they think about Holland, they think about tulips. and windmills, right? Anyone under the age of 40 thinks about prostitutes and legal drugs, right? What was it like for you growing up in that environment in Amsterdam? Is it as intoxicating as we say?
No, not at all. I think it's normal, man. It's, for me.
Prostitutes are normal for you? Okay, well, that's great. Way to go, Murthel.
I lived in Amsterdam all my years, you know, and I'm walking down the street with my friends, and we see a girl behind the bar, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's normal.
So
It's like it'd be like the equivalent of growing up in Las Vegas for us, you would think, right?
Yeah, something like this, yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys, like, would you say you and your friends are going out? Would you go to like the red light district? And
no, not at all, because
stay away from that area. Or too busy. Or
when I was younger, I definitely went to the red light district because you know you're young, you gotta look, you gotta see things with your eyes, you know. So I definitely went that time with my friends, but it's not that we go all the time now to the red light district. So no, that was a whole different world, a whole different story in my life.
But now you're on the straight and narrow. Were you a fighter when you were a kid? You getting fights on the street? What got you into kickboxing?
You got time?
Yeah, where else are we going to go? Joe doesn't have a personal life.
I'm hanging with Todd all day.
Yeah, we're going to go to like Hooters and eat wings or something.
He's trying to convince me to go to karaoke.
Karaoke?
It's fun, right?
Have you done karaoke?
I've done it, yeah.
I've never done it. He's trying to convince me to go sing Bob Marley.
I said sing a song that you can almost talk through it, like, you know, like let's get together and be all... He can do that, right?
I've done it with friends.
The worst thing is I'll do it, and then they'll all get their phones out.
Yeah, of course, man, definitely, of course. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
Glory's gonna pull my contract away.
Because you're horrible singing?
Myself.
Oh, God.
I'm working on it.
What did you just ask him? I even forgot what the question was.
How I got into
oh, you said you were going to tell us a story. Okay.
Yeah. So,
with Murthel.
yeah, I was 15 years old, and I was, you know, playing in the streets in the shopping hall with my friends. And we was playing soccer, you know, and we was playing soccer in the where they do grocery stores, grocery store where they do the grocery. So we was playing with the ball, and I kicked the ball to some guy, you know, with this grocery car, and you know, and
you
that
passed
guy.
it to him, or you kicked it?
No, we just play football in the shopping hall, and it just went to some guy with the grocery stores, and he said, "Why don't you go play somewhere else, you know, because everybody's doing the grocery here," and you know, we had a big mouth against him.
Right.
You know, and from the other to the other, you know, he invited us to his gym. So
like he was mad and said, "Oh, you want to fight me? Come to my gym. We'll
because
fight."
we had a big mouth. And
yeah.
He was mad, and he said, "Why don't you come over with your big mouth to my gym? I have a gym here, so you can show your big mouth, you know, and stuff like that." So okay, no problem. Where's the gym? He told us where the gym was, and we was going with 15 guys, you know, guys who wasn't there at that time.
They were coming to watch you.
No, there was also
just to protect him, you know. It's
also,
going down.
They brought knives and stuff just in case it got crazy.
No, they didn't brought knives, but they was also going to fight, you know, also 15 guys.
Okay.
So we all got a pair of gloves, you know, in the gym, you know, and that guy was Mike, you know, so we sparred with him, and
it was Big Mike was the guy at the grocery store?
That was Big Mike.
Oh my God, do you remember what he was getting out of the grocery store?
Yeah.
Big old hams?
Everything big, man. So he was also throwing big punches, you know, so I still have that in my mind now 15 years ago. Now he was sparring, and I want to give him a right punch, I missed, obvious. And I was turning around, but I see him coming at me with his right hand, you know. He was punching me in the face, but you know, I was looking at it, I saw his right hand coming, and I was running to the gym. I was like, just run, that's enough, yeah.
Oh my God. So he fought all 15 of you guys?
Yeah, he fought all of us. Gave us all the beat.
That's like the Royal Rumble, the WWE, he likes that?
But we all get
I know he loves
down.
the WWE.
Yeah,
he loves it.
He loves it.
I used to work there 8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was the announcer.
Oh, nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Great, that's nice.
I should have been there to call that.
Yeah,
Murthel's running like a little baby.
The big question is, did you play
really
soccer in the supermarket again?
No,
Okay.
didn't play soccer there anymore because I was in love with the way he kicked my ass, and all the other guys, you know, they stopped kickboxing. I was still kickboxing with me and my brother Fernando and Fabian. We was kickboxing. We did some competitions also, you know, but then my brother, he was going to bodybuilding, Fabian, and Fernando was also doing the same thing with me on kickboxing. on the same level. At one point he stopped and he was doing MMA. He's doing MMA now, and here I am still kickboxing, man. So I fell in love with how I get to beat up.
Joe told me a story one time that he has never said, that he used to be such a rowdy guy in high school. This one guy wanted to like beat him up, so they met to fight. I'm sure you're going to change the wording a little bit, but essentially the guy brought a knife to fight Joe.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Joe
yeah.
walks up to the guy holding the knife, flashes his shirt, and says, "Stab me, bro, stab me." True or not true?
Well, I don't know if I said those words.
What did you say?
I don't know. I don't
Yo,
remember. How old was I when that happened? I was maybe 14.
Okay, so you walked up and he had a
14.
knife and you just said, "Stab me."
Well, the whole school was there. I knew he wasn't going to do it. Confidence.
Confidence, yeah, there's confidence.
How come you tell me these great stories and then there's a chance to tell the world and you're like, "I don't remember." It's
That's
like,
a great story. Like, hey,
that a guy was
wanna
gonna
hear
stab
about
me. If
it,
a
I
guy was
wanna
gonna
hear
stab
about
me,
it.
I'd be freaking booking it. And you were like lifting your shirt and walked
Yeah,
up
like
to
you
him.
made me do today.
You're showing those F's,
That's
Stab
right.
me.
This guy made me do it today with Richard Abraham.
You saw him showing his abs all the time.
Of course,
You
man. You
have
gotta
to.
show them. You have to
Yeah.
do
Got
it.
it.
So you've been watching his kickboxing posts online. Have you seen
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
We just
I've seen
followed.
it.
We just followed each other.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
following Murthel's journey.
You like
Yeah.
his teaching methods?
Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's what we need.
The low kicks and stuff like that,
Yeah, he's the low kick master.
Yeah, I saw it. I
Yeah.
also saw it in some couple fights from him in Glory, so the same tactics. So.
So,
I gotta get Murthel on one.
yeah.
We'll do one. Yeah.
So we only got
No
what,
problem.
one title fight Friday night. Artem Vahitov and Salu Cavallari. Do you
Yeah.
know much about those two guys? What do you expect?
Salvan Cavallari and
Artem Vahitov.
the Russian guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very. I think he's
He
a
knocked
good
out
fighter.
Mikasa.
Yeah. I think he's a good fighter. I think the Salvan Cavallari is a little bit unorthodox,
Mm-hmm.
but a hard fighter. And I don't know how he will manage it against the Russian guy, because I think the Russian guy is also a good fighter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw him his last fight against Brian Dowers, and I was there. Wasn't really, really feeling the fight.
I thought it was
of him.
interesting today. Like Vahitov beat him pretty comprehensively last time they fought. This would be the third time they fought. And I asked him what he's changed, and he basically said nothing. He said, "I'm going to win with heart."
Yeah,
Can you win with heart in this game?
it's possible, but if he didn't change nothing and he already lost 2 times.
Yeah. Well, he lost. He won the first time, but the second time he lost.
The second time he
Cavallari
lost.
lost, and he lost pretty decisively.
I just think Vahitov's just getting better each time we
Yeah.
see him. He just keeps progressing, getting
Yeah.
better. He has his eyes set on even going down or up weight classes. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
And if he's getting better, then yes, I don't know if he can win only with his heart.
Mhm. At this
If you
level, is
get-
there, Joe obviously basically had to retire because of concussions. Has there ever been a point in a fight that you've been like, you know what, I know I'm losing, it's not worth it to me to take this much damage, or do you ever see a point where you would do that in a fight where you'd pretty much preserve and just step out and say, I'll live to fight another day?
No, I never got this. No.
You'll never quit.
You mean if I got?
Like if you're fighting someone and you're getting lit up pretty good and you
Yeah.
know you're going to lose, but you're taking a lot of damage, would you ever just say, hey, I know I'm done? Or are you the type of guy that's like,
tough question.
I'll
that's really
die
tough.
in here?
It's a really tough question, because I don't hope that day will come, because I'm still, feeling good, still in my prime. So it's a really tough question. That I think once a fighter, always a fighter. It's difficult to to back down and then
Yeah.
but I mean, if you
Tough.
ask Murthel now, and then you ask him in the ring,
Yeah, I
totally
know.
two different
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 2 different
There's
people.
totally
That's
two different people.
definitely true.
When you have adrenaline and you're fighting, and no matter how beat you are, you're gonna
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
If you have that martial arts mindset, that warrior.
But the
mentality,
Michael Duke Daniel Ilunga fight, did you get to see that?
Yeah, I
Those
saw it.
guys, I was just like,
Crazy fight.
no one's gonna
Yeah.
quit. They'd
No.
have killed each other till the night was
Yeah,
over.
that's why it's difficult, because there were 2 different persons in the ring.
Mhm.
So it was a very good fight.
What's the best fight you ever saw?
The best fight I ever saw.
Besides Joseph Altolini and Nikki Holskin. Besides that one, which we all know is the greatest fight of all time.
All combat
What's
sport.
the next best one?
That's a good question, Fred. I'm thinking about one too. Are we talking glory, or are we talking
Just your favorite ever.
favorite ever?
It could be him versus Mike in the parking lot at the grocery store. Whatever.
Oh, okay. The best I ever saw. It doesn't matter where. Let's see.
It could be boxing, kickboxing, MMA, one you were in, anything.
You know, I think I think I have to go for but it wasn't Glory. It was K1 Rising. Me against Harut Gregorian.
Harut Gregorian?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that one. Was that when you were basically, weren't you losing?
I was
up to
losing
it?
2 rounds.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And you knew it.
I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. But I don't know what happened. But
It was a good fight.
yeah, Mike and Walter was coaching me the first 2 rounds, you know. But you know, I was a little bit not there. So the second round, I heard Mike. He told me, listen, just stand there. He's not punching hard. He's just doing things. Just stand there and take some punches. He's not punching hard. You see? So I was standing, and I was taking some punches, and I was like, fuck what I'm doing, man. He's not punching hard, you know. He's right. So the third round, my whole mindset was,
You were like, I'm willing to get hit twice to
Controversial.
land once.
you know, I just, you know, he wasn't punching hard, so I just get in.
What was it? Is it uppercut or was that a knee?
No, it was first was an uppercut.
Yeah.
You know, uppercut. He get 8 counts, and after that was a right punch, but a long one. You know, he was all the way there, and I get him in a long right punch, and
Yeah,
I
it was
got
a
him,
good
and he
comeback.
went
You gotta
down.
watch that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I was losing, and suddenly, you know, everything is going good. Everything is going good when, how you say it? How these words? When everything goes wrong, when everything goes good, you know, it's easy to win. But when everything's going bad, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to overcome that.
Yes, trying to overcome that. So that was, that day, you know, was epic, man. And my mind is still there. So, you know, also for lots of people who's going bad and still keep believing in yourself, you know. And that's what I did. I kept believing in myself, you know. And then when I heard Mike in my corner was, you know, coaching, and he was, you know, like he was there fighting with me in the ring, and look, just take the punches, you know, everything is good. And then suddenly, bam, I turned, I was a different man, and then knocked him out in the third round. And I remember, and as the host, he was saying, what Murthel is doing, what he's doing, he definitely gonna lose this. I don't think he's gonna win, he's gonna lose. He can't do nothing now except to knock him down, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So in the third round I knocked him down, and then I heard Ernesto saying, oh damn, I must apologize now, what I said.
He was on the
Yeah.
commentary.
That's awesome.
He was on
Oh, that's
commentary,
great.
yeah.
He's
yeah.
one of my all-time favorites to watch.
Yeah.
Ernesto.
Who's your favorite to watch?
To watch,
Old school.
old school,
Andy Hoog.
no.
You're Andy Hoog, aren't you?
I like him, yeah. Jacques-Claude Van Damme.
I
Steven
like to
Seagal.
watch him too. But I'm also a kickboxer. I really don't have also kickboxer. The one guy I love to watch is Badr Hari, and he fights all these guys. So if that's gotta be old school to me, then it's,
How does he treat you in the gym? I know you guys train in the same gym. Does he like you?
yeah, be good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of question
Definitely.
is that? Does he like you?
Because he gets a bad rap from people, right? Some people say, oh, he's this. I met him, and couldn't have been nicer to me.
Yeah,
He doesn't care much
yeah.
for Joe, but, you know, I'm sure.
He came up to me.
He came up to Joe. He came up
He's
to
like,
Joe.
he grabbed me. Was like, I thought you said Rico was gonna win. I heard.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he grabbed my arm, and then he complimented how big my bicep.
Yeah, then he walked up. This is
I
before
was
his fight that
flexing the
night.
whole time. though.
Joe was like this.
As soon as he grabbed, I was flexing, and making sure.
I was like, oh, he could beat anybody in the world until they approach him. He was like this under butter. Yeah, he's touching me.
Hey, I'll call out water right now.
Well, hey, man, good luck to you, bro. It was awesome
Thanks,
to have you
man.
on here. You want to say thanks to your
Definitely.
sponsors? Say hello to your family? What do you want to
Yes, I want to thank everybody, my mother, my brother, keep kicking it with MMA, Fernando, Fabian, keep doing it with, you know, bodybuilding. Mike, I want to thank Mike also for still believing in me, Walter for still there for me, and all the guys in the gym, and my sponsors, We Deliver, 1401, GFT, keep doing what you're doing, and follow me on Instagram, Groenhart86, and follow me on my YouTube channel, Murder's Journey, and you will see a lot of crazy things.
do? What does hulas de hachach mean?
Who?
What did you just say? Hulas de hachach.
On Instagram.
Oh, that's Instagram in Dutch?
Instagram is, Instagram.
Say it again.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, but you
I
said
didn't-
it.
You said like the name.
Yeah, what did
after.
you say it?
Oh, dat is mijn
What is-
Groenhart 86, Groenhart 86.
How are we gonna spell
That is
that?
my
Do you-
last name. My
I'm
last
like,
name.
Last name.
My last
You
name.
just said it with
all
a
these
accent.
Americans are like, Hunica Potsposh.
It's my last name. And my
Groenhart.
birth 86.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Groenhart, okay.
Groenhart 86.
There you go. All right, man. Thanks for watching our first ever moving pictures version of the Glory Kickboxing podcast. Joe, anything?
No, just follow along. Follow Glory Kickboxing. The sport's gonna take off any second, so it starts now.
All right. See you guys.
Peace.